Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, now that I am back in full force and I'm able to actually do YouTube again after the horrible vacation that I once had, which was a kind of okay to having it, but I'm glad to be back with my viewers, with my people. So, without further ado, we're going to be getting into this. So, what we have here is pretty much just Pride Month going away. And I was even saying this. I'm so glad that I can be in June and not worry about being hounded and pounded with pride signs and Pride Month and all this other stupid BS that's been going on here. Like, it has been a bliss. It's been nice because because normally Pride Month starts way earlier, and that's not what's happening now. It's pretty much dead in the water. And we have this here with Asmongold, pretty much just showing exactly what's really going on with Pride Month there.
And observing Pride Month this year, okay?
Apple.
Nope. Google? No change. IBM? No change. Microsoft? No change. Xbox? No change. Disney? No change. Target? No change. Starbucks?
Even Starbucks roached out on the gays? Of all the people to roach out on the gays, you're gonna expect Starbucks to do it? Damn!
Bank of America? No change. What about Blizzard? No change. What about World of Warcraft? Also no change. It's not a working day? Yeah, but usually social media is managed every single day. Oh, the Overwatch has got to have it, right? There's no way. There's no way Overwatch didn't make any posts about Pride. There's no shot. Sesame Street, Bethesda? Yeah, let me see here. Wow, they didn't even post anything about it. Check LinkedIn. Okay. It looks like LinkedIn is not making any post about this at all. How about Bungie? Okay. Bungie, also no change. Perfect day to test the water if there's an...
Yeah, so again, a lot of these woke things are not being prideful, right? There are pretty much banning pride altogether. And this is what I've been saying for a while now, and that pride was just used. Gay people, trans, etc., all the rainbow, the alphabet community, all of them were used just to get money, just to get something out of their pockets, right? And unfortunately, that is what the Pride Month was all about. And now that gays and trans and all that other great stuff is not giving them the money that they so desire, they are now being tossed to the wayside like they're garbage, like they're trash, because they never cared about you. Perhaps now you're finally realizing on why you shouldn't glorify and help companies, because they're not doing it. And even when you see Xbox here, they're not even having the gay logo either. So you have this here with Bethesda, still saying the same. Target, still saying the same. Starbucks, still saying the same. Walmart, still saying the same. And then we have Chow Bo says Pride Month is June 2nd and still no rainbow profile flags or pictures from major companies. Netflix, Disney, Ubisoft, even the usual woke warriors are sitting this one out. So yeah, Netflix, all the Netflix stuff gone, just not in the remotely in with the Pride Month, and none of this at the best at or Ubisoft either. So as you can see here, that it is not a prideful month. Everybody is going back to normal. And you know what? That's what I care about. That's what I want. Now, let me say here. Now, a lot of people are going to be saying, oh, well, you just hate gay people. Why would you don't like Pride Month because you hate gay people? Oh, no. I have no problem with gay people or relatively trans, but the problem I have with trans is a bit different because a lot of them are going after kids, and that's my problem. The ones that are not going after kids and just minding their own business and doing their own thing, I don't care. But here's the thing. With Pride Month, it was always shoved in your face. And me, as a straight male, I don't flaunt my straight sexuality towards you people at all. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. It does not define on who I am. But a lot of gay people, a lot of trans people make their whole sexuality them, because without their sexuality, they're just not them, which makes no bloody sense. You just happen to be trans, you happen to be gay. That's it. And as long as you mind your own business, not forcing your sexuality or your BS or your politics or whatever onto me, I don't care. I don't care what you do. Go and have fun. As long as you're not committing crimes or going after children, or doing your horrible parties that have children involved, I don't care. Do you. Be you. I don't care. That's the only thing that I care about, right? So, but if you're gonna put it in my face, that's my problem. And also, same thing too. I don't want Black History Month to be a thing either because I don't like Black History Month. If we could just stop with racial months, if we can stop with sexuality months or catering to a certain group of people, that'd be great. Like, I don't want Holocaust month for Jews. I don't want Black History Month. I don't want straight month. I don't want pony month, whatever the heck that would be. Like, I don't want these months. I don't care. They're irrelevant to me. So why would I want them? So the point being is, let's start catering to groups and just have a normal reality. And June, it looks like it's going to be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's amazing. So again, what we have here is from CNN Business, because of course we always got to see what the CNN degenerates are doing, right? We have this here that big brands are pulling back on Pride merchandise and events this year. It says, for the last several years, Pride Month was a splashy marketing event for big brands. Stores adorned windows with rainbow flags, displayed LGBTQ-themed Alphabet Community t-shirts, and coffee mugs at their entrances, changed their logos on social media accounts, and spotlighted donations to the Alphabet Community right groups. Well, now that's all changed because companies are treading lightly, avoiding prominent campaigns and visible public support. 39% say they plan to scale back Pride Month engagements this year, according to a survey of more than 200 corporate executives by Gravity Research, a risk-benefit advisory that includes sponsoring Pride events, posting supportive messages of LGBT rights on social media, and selling Pride-themed merchandise. Consumer brands are wary of provoking right-wing customers and activists, and they fear reprisals from President Donald Trump's administration. Federal agencies have threatened to investigate companies with diversity, equity, and inclusion, aka DEI programs. Now, I like how they say, Trump administration and the right wing customers and activists, like making them being the bad guys. I'm telling you right now, majority of the country does not want Pride events. They don't want Pride. They don't care about Pride. They don't want it shoved in their face. Like, that's it. I don't know where you're making this where this is just a right wing thing. It's not a right wing thing. It's a majority thing. And you're just using this as the proper propaganda and make it as like the right-wing people are the enemy here. This is what CNN does. Let it behold. It says many businesses are tightening their advertising spending due to economic uncertainty over Trump's tariffs, which is a flat-out lie. The tariffs are actually helping and doing everything great. So again, CNN lying once again. But businesses cited pressure from the Trump administration as the primary reason for changing their Pride Month approach. According to the survey, it's clear that the administration and their supporters are driving the change, said Luke Hartig, the president of Gravity Research. Companies are under increasing pressure not to engage and speak out on issues, and the subdued approach make a shift for businesses which use to turn the annual June celebration of Alphabet Community Americans into a branded holiday. It's part of a broader pivot in corporate America, with many businesses scraping some of their programs to advance diversity in the workplace under pressure from the Trump administration and Republican activists. Right, because, it's not because people just don't want to have this at all, right? They can't be the people. It's just one group of people. Advocates for gay, lesbian, and transgender Americans say the Trump administration's position makes it harder for businesses to compete, innovate, and attract talent. They also warn that companies risk losing business by downplaying support for their growing number of gay, lesbian, and transgender customers and workers. The proportion of American adults who identify as LGBTQ+, or whatever the heck you want to call them, has risen to 9.3% of the population. Well, the only reason why it's risen is because a lot of you guys were, grooming and propagandizing these people and thinking this way. There's another video that I also want to show you as well, where there was a guy that was assaulted, and the medical industry ended up lying to him, and that is all here or there. So again, I'll be going back to this at some point in time and telling you guys there's a reason why that this has risen here, why this percentage has risen. It is not because, all these other things are coming out. It's due to propaganda and you grooming children, all right? So there we go. And so Bud Light and Target taking a hit. Muted displays. Target's taking a muted approach to the Pride Month this year. So yeah, it's not going great. And then we have this here, amazingly. It says Rainbow Six Siege. It's okay to take off the mask. Strength and vulnerability are not mutually exclusive. June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. We'd like to encourage you to reach out to your friends, ask them how they're doing, pick up a game together, look out for one another. You matter. And here's one thing. I love this, right? Because for so long, men have been beaten down for just being men, just trying to be themselves, trying to work out and raise their families, be the man that they can be the man of the household. And it's hard to do that when you have everybody just beating down on you, and the mental health is just taking effect. Men have the highest taking themselves out to the ocean type of or statistics ever, and it's a problem, right? And I really love this. I don't like Rainbow Six Siege in terms of what they've been doing to the game. I think they've been doing a terrible job for the game, but this message is true. It is fair. It is nice to see. And this is something that is fantastic. And this is where we have a cultural shift. This is where, ladies, you're going to have to start getting up and start realizing, if you have a husband, look up to your man and look at what he does for your family. Look what he's sacrificing to be there, not only for you, but for your kids and everything. And know that you have somebody great. And the fact of the matter is that too many of you ladies are just divorcing men left and right and all that stuff. So it's just crazy. And of course, we have League of Legends, the game that I play. And unfortunately, these are the only dumb tards that are, doing the Pride Month stuff. They're still hosting the Pride, but it's all going to fall to the wayside. Of course, Riot Games is not doing this. Valorant is doing this, but it's all part of Riot Games, and this is all going to fail and go under eventually. These are the only idiots that are doing it, and honestly, I hated it when I had to open up my League of Legends client and I had to look at the stupid Pride thing. So it's like, I don't want Pride. I don't care for Pride. I don't want it shoved in my face. Get it out of my freaking face. So that being said, it's annoying. It's terrible. But you're now becoming the minority, League of Legends and Riot Games. But But everybody knows Riot can't even fix their own stupid game. They can't. So since they can't fix their own stupid game, they're going to keep on pushing out stupid stuff that they have no idea what they're doing. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends, and happy No Pride Month.